tonight on NewsCenter. We visit Morehead's annual Arts and Eats Festival. Take a walk with Kappa Delta. Learn some important safety tips for around campus. Talk with Frontier Housing at their block party. And watch a recap from the MSU volleyball players. All of this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Eden Jordan.
And I'm Stephen Banks.
Here's what's making headlines for September 26, 2019. Many vendors showed off their goodies this past weekend at the annual Arts and Eats Festival. NewsCenter's Megan Jones was able to sit down with a few of those guests.
I am here at the annual Morehead Arts and Eats Festival in downtown Morehead. This event is sponsored by the Rowan County Arts Center and is held every September. The Morehead Arts and Eats Festival offers a variety of selections from arts, crafts, and lots of food.
I moved here about 5 years ago, and then I got involved with the Rotary Club, and we have been having a booth here for the last 3 years since I've been here. There's a lot more people that comes every year.
I love the Arts and Eats Festival. I love coming. I love the people, and I work in Rowan County, so I do a lot with Rowan County.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Megan Jones.
Mother of a 9-year-old boy was swept away by floodwater last year is suing Morehead. According to Morehead News, Fontella Combs has filed a wrongful death naming the city and the city's housing authority. Bryce Combs drowned after he was swept into a sewer drain during a rainstorm in 2018. Researchers found the boy's body a week later. The mother's complaint alleges negligence and blames Bryce's death on an improperly designed drain system. The lawsuit says the specific design of the drainage system is a drowning machine.
An Arkansas elementary school teacher has been accused of spanking a 5-year-old student with autism. According to WKYT, mother Tashina Roper says she can't understand why her son Kamari was spanked by his kindergarten teacher. Since the alleged spanking, Roper says Kamari was moved to another school in the district. Russellville police are investigating the incident, but no charges have been filed. The Arkansas Department of Human Services have also opened an investigation.
MSU junior Annie Smith receives a 2019 Toyota Tacoma from the Kentucky Blood Center after having her name drawn as the winner for their Summer Grand Prize contest. Everyone who was 18 years or older and donated blood from May 31st to September 6th was entered into a drawing for the grand prize. More than 24,000 names were entered. Smith gave blood during the MSU blood drive back in August, but not expecting to win a free car. She says she gave blood because it was the right thing to do, but she feels blessed and fortunate to win the drawing. She regularly gives blood back in her hometown in Ohio, but was lucky enough to be recognized for her generous contribution to the drive.
Now let's check in with Alyssa Williams for a preview of this week's weather update.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
It's going great. How are you guys this evening?
Pretty good.
Doing well.
Really good.
So this week we have another week of bright and sunny days. It's going to be super hot, especially starting this weekend. It's going to go up to the 90s. So
Guess I better get my fishing on then.
exactly. If anyone's planning to go to the lake this weekend, that's a great opportunity to do that. Anything outdoorsy and fun that's outside, because the weather will be perfect for it.
Well, that's so exciting considering that we have the Storytelling Festival to go to.
Exactly right. So if any of you guys are interested, we should go to the Storytelling Festival this weekend because it's going to be bright and beautiful.
Well, I'm calling it a group trip, so
Awesome.
everybody jump in.
I call shotgun.
Awesome.
Thanks, Alyssa.
Of course.
When we get back, we have an interview with Haley Murphy.
What are your strengths, weaknesses, any prior work experience?
Strengths, I'm really desperate and need this job. Weaknesses, I don't really have any that I know, but I've been told I'm an excellent juggler.
He should have gone to the suit bank. Career Services, now located on the ground floor of the library, has free professional attire available in the suit bank. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 till 4:30. Stop by and get the right attire to ace your next interview. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back. I'm here with Haley Murphy, who's going to tell us all about career services. Hi, Haley.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on today.
Yeah.
So first, I'd like to ask you, what exactly is career services and how can it benefit the students?
So career services, we do a whole lot, basically. I don't think I really realized as much as we did until I worked there. Everything from helping students choose majors and kind of decide a general career path, resumes, cover letters, interviewing, anything that's related to what they're going to do after they graduate, whether that's a career or a job or moving on to graduate or professional school. We're kind of here to help with a little bit of everything. We do mock interviews. We host events throughout the semester. I probably meet with anywhere from about 10 to 20 students a week. We've got 3 other people in our office as well. So we do a lot one-on-one with students as well as group presentations to classes and various things. We've been built in now to the first year seminar. So we're getting like a touch point with all freshmen now. So it's been really great. So basically a little bit of everything, but anything to help students succeed after they graduate.
That's wonderful. So you guys have a ton of different things
Yeah,
to
there's
offer.
a lot going on.
What are some of the upcoming events?
So the most upcoming event is our career and internship fair. That's going to be on Tuesday, October 1st. We've got over 85 employers registered right now, so it's going to be a pretty crowded event. We're hoping to have a great student turnout, of course, but that's employers, graduate schools, different organizations are being represented, something kind of for everyone, so it doesn't matter what major a student is or what their career goals are, or even if they're a freshman and they don't really know what they want to do, if they're just trying to get some general ideas, they can come experience the career fair and see what's out there, talk to recruiters. So with that event, we've got a app that they can download that'll show them all the employers that are coming. It'll also tell them where their booth is going to be located so they can easily find them once they get in. We also have free headshots that are being offered. So any student, even if you don't do anything else at the career fair, you can come and get a free headshot to use on your LinkedIn profile or your any sort of thing you're using to market yourself.
Wow. So should they bring a resume to?
If you're seriously searching for a job or internship, definitely bring a resume. If you're just there because you want to look around and get a feel for it, it's more optional. I do want to encourage definitely upperclassmen, though, to have a resume ready. Bring 10 copies with you so that you can hand them out. And even if you're not trying to apply that day or on the spot, you can get feedback from an employer on your resume before you apply.
Wonderful. And how can they get in contact with you?
So to get in contact with Career Services, you can email us. It's careerservices@moreheadstate.edu. They can give us a call. Our office is located on the ground floor of the library. We're there 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, so they can stop in anytime.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Haley.
Thank you. No problem. Glad to be here.
And we'll be right back with your weather update.
Want to lose weight but don't know where to start? The first step is simple. Get active. Take a stroll from your dorm down to the Fuzzy Duck for about a 1-mile round trip. You can take it a step further and start cooking some healthy food, but walk to IGA instead of driving to Kroger. That's about 1.5 miles. And when you want to reward yourself for making progress, a trip to the movies is a 3-mile round trip. Once walking gets too easy, you can always start jogging. Happy exercising!
Yo, why are you looking at bags, bro? What you need is a chick magnet. You put me in the room and boom, chicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Good evening, Morehead. I'm Alyssa Williams, and here's your forecast for September 26, 2019. As you can see, current conditions in Morehead, it's 83 degrees outside, and it's going to continue to be warm until the end of the day. Humidity is low with 39%, and then our winds are low as well with 8 miles per hour. As you can see on the temperature map, towards the southern part of Kentucky and Paducah especially, is 75 degrees. But if we move further up into the northern part of the state, it gets between 82, 83, and 84 degrees. So hopefully that'll level out and we won't have such a vast difference between the two levels. Tonight's forecast in Morehead, there's going to be few clouds tonight with a low temperature of 70 degrees. We have a 0% chance of rain, so that's nothing to fret on. It's going to be bright it's going to have clear skies tonight. The sunset will take place at 7:25 p.m. Tomorrow's forecast, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high temperature of 88 degrees. The sunrise will take place tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. Diving further into the week, of course, today it's 83 degrees outside. It's a dry and sunny day with 0% chance of rain for the rest of the day. The low tonight will be 53 degrees. Moving into tomorrow, it will be 88 degrees outside. It's going to be heating up again, and our low temperature is going to be 64 degrees. For Saturday, this weekend, when the weekend begins, it's going to spike up into the 90s. So, of course, Saturday it's going to be 90 degrees. Partly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain, the low of 66%. Moving into Sunday, it's going to remain in the 90s. It's going to be a little cloudy again with a low temperature of 66 degrees again. For Monday, it's going to spike up to 93 degrees with a 20% chance of rain, a low temperature of 65 degrees towards that evening. For Tuesday, it's going to drop down 1 degree at 92 with 20% chance of rain, and then a low temperature of 66 degrees for that evening. And moving on into Wednesday, it's going to be 93 degrees, still toasty outside, so unfortunately that fall weather hasn't hit us yet, and then the lows are going to remain in the 60s for that day. So a big thank you to WKYT for their beautiful weather maps, and we're going to be moving on to sports with Harvey.
The Morehead State women's soccer team won a close game on the road against Jacksonville State. Eagles freshman midfielder Eva Kipper scored her first career goal in the 66th minute to help MSU win 1-0. This victory is the Eagles' first against the Gamecocks on the road since a double overtime win on September 29, 2013. Coach Warren Lipka says the team played a complete matchup today. They executed well for the entire 90 minutes, which is something you have to do in order to get results on the road. This past Saturday, Morehead State football fell 59-7 to Murray State. The Eagles' record slipped to 2-2, while Murray State evened its mark to the same record. It was the first meeting between the two former Ohio Valley Conference rivals since 1995. Turnovers killed the Eagles' offensive efforts. The Eagles are now off next weekend before returning to action at home to open Pioneer Football League play against Davidson on October 5th at 1 p.m. Former star NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown was released by the New England Patriots this past week. The NFL continues its ongoing investigations on a sexual misconduct allegations filed against Brown. Brown's former personal trainer accused him of sexually abusing her on multiple occasions and behaving in an inappropriate manner. Another accusation was brought against Brown by an artist whom had hired to paint a picture of him. She claimed he stood next to her while he was in the nude with only a towel. In the midst of this investigation, screenshots of the threatening text messages from Brown to the artist have been found and released on Twitter. Brown says he's done with the NFL, and NFL owners such as Robert Kraft should be punished for misconduct just as players are. The NFL has yet to comment. This past Saturday, NewsCenter was able to capture the MSU volleyball game.
Olivia Lowfire. Number 5, Liz Allen. Number 7, Lauren Roki.
Morehead State volleyball team was in action this past weekend at home. The Eagles had a great success sweeping Southeastern Louisiana in all 3 sets. This victory brings the Eagles' record to 9-3 on the year. It also secures their best start at home since also going 6-0 to begin the year at home in 2008. Junior outside hitters Olivia Lohmeyer and Lauren Roque led the way for the Eagles as the duo combined for 34 of the Eagles' 51 kills. After 4 weeks of non-conference opponents, the Eagles officially open up Ohio Valley Conference play this Friday. The Eagles host Belmont and Tennessee State this weekend, facing the Bruins at 6 p.m. Friday and the Tigers at 2 p.m. Saturday. Reporting from NewsCenter, I'm Harvey Rice. Stay tuned for more news after the break.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
Kind of makes you want to.
Breaking a song?
Yeah? I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest.
I love when the Eagles play.
I love the campus.
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity.
I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Morehead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, announced a formal impeachment inquiry on President Donald Trump. Pelosi believes Trump had pressured a foreign leader in an attempt to get him to look into corruption allegations against Joe Biden, of which there is no public evidence. Pelosi told CNN, actions taken to date by the president have seriously violated the Constitution. She also says Trump dishonored his oath of office, betrayed our national security, and the integrity of our elections. Pelosi, along with 6 House Democratic leaders, discussed the issue. She says 6 chairmen will continue to further investigate the impeachment inquiry.
MSU Campus Events held an event about campus safety at the ADUC Theater on September 24th. Sarah Fashipe was there for the event.
My name is Michaela Arnett. I am a senior here at Morehead State University. I'm majoring in biomedical sciences, pre-med. I'm applying to medical school right now. I think the majority of campus activities, the reason why we wanted to do this event for campus safety was just to really illustrate not just at Morehead State, but just the safety that we can in practice just anywhere, any kind of emergency situations. We wanted to make sure that we were educating the students on any kind of situations that would be hazardous. Yeah, so I think there's different kind of emergency situations in everyday life, especially with the active shooters that are going around in the nation on the media. I think it's really important for students to be educated on the different scenarios that could happen throughout our country. So this is our first time doing this activity, but hopefully we can implement it here in the future too. I'm hoping that all of the big crowds that we get this year will become an annual event, especially if we find it helpful for students. Thank you.
For NewsCenter, I'm Sarah Fashikbe.
Families in Lew Allen Lane had a cookout and a celebration. They welcomed anybody who wanted to participate. Stephen Banks was on the scene.
This past Saturday, Frontier Housing had a block party on Lew Allen Lane. President CEO of Frontier Housing, Tom Manning, says families celebrated the 9 months they've spent building their own homes.
5 families are going to have better housing because of their efforts and because we were able to work together, because of the partnerships that we put together for this project.
The people of Frontier Housing served free hot dogs, cupcakes, and beverages for anybody who participated. Manning explains the sole purpose of the block party.
The other purpose is to continue to get the word out about what we do and the opportunities we have to offer, and then just generally celebrate homeownership and celebrate the impact and the transformation that can happen when we work together.
Frontier Housing also had some extra hands to help with this event.
MSU softball team come out and they did a build day with us early on. So yeah, I mean, I think anytime people have a chance to volunteer and participate in the health of their community, that's a benefit to everybody involved. And yeah, I mean, it's I suppose the benefits are indirect, but yeah, I think it'll be a benefit for everybody.
Manning planned the block party 8 weeks before it happened as a promise to reward the families for their hard work and dedication. Families will save as much as $30,000 by the time they move in. For NewsCenter, I'm Stephen Banks. A Lexington woman suspected of killing 3 people in a car accident is scheduled to appear in court Tuesday morning. Police say that on September 4th, 42-year-old Tammy Rodriguez was driving intoxicated on Interstate 75 when she hit another vehicle. The incident killed the suspect's sister and 2 other individuals involved in the crash. Law enforcement says Rodriguez was running from Winchester police when she went the wrong way down Interstate 75. Rodriguez is being charged with 3 counts of murder.
A Mercer County company, Hitachi, laid off 120 workers due to the current United States auto workers strike with General Motors. The Harrodsburg plant offers 30 General Motors facilities, with 16 being in the United States. Hitachi says, "Our hope is that there would be a quick end to the strike and that we could get back to our regular operating schedule as soon as this week." The company attempted to offer employees unpaid time off in order to retain unemployment, but ultimately were unsuccessful. After the break, we'll be right back with more news.
I'm Natasha Davis, the Associate Professor of Dance here at Morehead State University. Under the Dance Minor program, you will learn a variety of genres of dance, including tap, ballet, modern, jazz, hip-hop, African, dance composition, dance improvisation, dance history, intro to dance, and Pilates. If you are interested, you can become a member of our National Dance Honors Fraternity, Delta Chi Xi. This fraternity offers students the opportunity to spread dance not only on our campus, but throughout the community. If you're interested in any of our classes, please come and contact me, Professor Natasha Davis. And never miss a chance to dance.
The Kappa Delta sorority hosted a walkathon this past Saturday at Janes Stadium to raise awareness against the abuse of children in Kentucky and Indiana. NewsCenter was at the event.
The Kappa Delta sorority hosted their first annual walkathon event to raise awareness for neglected and abused children. NewsCenter talked with Kappa Delta President Sarah Purdy about the event.
So basically what's going on today is we have lots of student organizations from Morehead State University have come to set up booths with fun games and activities for elementary and middle school age children. And that's kind of our carnival theme going on on the turf in the center of the field. And then around the track, we've got walkers who are sponsoring children who have been affected by child abuse in the Gateway Children's Advocacy Center service region, which is basically like the 4 counties surrounding Rowan County. This is really just a way that we can get out and get involved with young kids and families in our Morehead community to advocate for preventing child abuse and to honestly just help people wake up and see that this is such a major problem.
And many other organizations on campus banded together to show support for the event.
My name's Andrew Bray, and I'm representing Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Basically, we're out here representing our chapter and supporting Kappa Delta's event where we're walking to support a child.
My name's Aaron Flynn.
And my name's Hannah Brewer.
We're with the MSC, the Methodist Student Center here on campus. Yeah. We're doing a pumpkin painting booth, so it's really cool. And yes, anyone can bring a paintbrush and paint and just come paint the pumpkins. And yeah, it's a good time.
Kappa Delta hopes that their event will continue to grow in popularity and that you will join them in their fight against child abuse. For NewsCenter, I'm Isaac Kroom.
A 9-year-old girl died last week in Hodgenville in what has been described as a freak accident. Charlene Snipes was riding her bike when she lost control and fell. Officials say the brake on her bike hit her neck and severed an artery. Her mother found her and tried carrying her to get help, but she was not able to recover. Charlene is remembered by her mother as being a very humorous person. Her mother believes Charlene would have been a comedian when she grew up. A GoFundMe page has been set up by a family friend who is looking to help the family out. She set a goal of raising $2,000, but the page has already amassed $13,000.
Morehead State's public radio station, WMKY, is planning its annual fall fundraiser and membership drive. The fundraiser starts September 28th. WMKY's goal is to reach $17,500 this fall. The money they raise from the fundraiser will help WMKY purchase a new audio console for the radio station. You can make your tax-deductible gift today on the Morehead website, Public Radio, WMKY.org.
The annual Blue and Gold Championship of Marching Bands will be held this Saturday at Jane Stadium. This event features different high school bands in the region. The MSU Marching Band will also be performing at the end of the competition. The bands will be competing in a preliminary and final round. There will also be an award presentation for the winner. For more information on this event, contact DC Dale at moreheadstate.edu.
The 21st Annual Cave Run Storytelling Festival starts this Friday and Saturday at the Twin Knobs Recreation Area. Storytelling performances start at 9:45 in the morning and ghost stories will begin at 7 at night. Food vendors and merchandise will be for sale throughout the festival. So come out, sit back, and enjoy the art of storytelling.
That's all the news we have for you this week.
Join us next week for your weekly news. Yeah. Dude, those are really good packaging. It's awesome.